today on Divorce Court.
Stacy and I, we've been together for 8 years now, and I feel like we have a few problems that are preventing us from being as great as we can be.
Darius and I have got 3 children and 1 on the way. Darius cheated on me even when I was pregnant, and I feel like it's putting a strain on our relationship.
She's very insecure, she lacks communication skills, and she cheated on me 2 years ago.
I really wish that we could work on our communication without arguing and fighting, because I really want us to be together and work as a team.
I want the judge to tell me if me and Stacy can make this work or if it's just come to an end. If Stacy isn't willing to change, I'm gonna have to call it quits. We're gonna have to separate.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Darius Hillard and Stacy Dunlap. The two of you have been together for 8.5 years. You have 3 kids already, and you're making a new one right now. You two also have a business together. You do not want to be together anymore, and you want to divide some of those assets. You've given me some paperwork on that. We're going to talk about that momentarily. I hope not to have to do that because you got 4. 4 children. So, Mr. Hillard, why don't you tell me what is so very wrong that you need to end the union and the business and go your separate ways?
Well, Your Honor, me and Stacy, we've been together for 8 years, off and on. We have 3 amazing kids, like you just said, 1 on the way. And I feel like we have the potential to be great together, but there's so much going on. Like, I feel like she's very insecure, and I don't know why, because she's gorgeous. I could be watching TV, looking at a girl giving a compliment just out of being genuine, because I'm a photographer, and she'll go cussing me out, just going crazy, and I'm like...
You're watching television?
Yes, she'll just go crazy.
And you say, that woman on TV is pretty.
Or I'll say, she's cute, Stacy, like, look at her, or look at her eyes, and she, what? And I'm like, calm down.
Now, Ms. Dunlap, do you get upset when he points at the television and says there's a pretty woman on it?
It's not just he's saying it's a pretty woman. He's going in about details about her body or making suggestions like, woo, stuff like that. I don't like that, so I feel like you're being disrespectful.
Are you disrespectful with it?
Your Honor, okay, so I speak, and I feel like I do it respectfully.
No.
I do it respectfully. Me and Stacy, we've been together so long, we got too much invested. 2 years ago, actually, she cheated on me, and it was devastating, actually.
Explain that to me. What happened?
Well, she worked at a job, and I guess she met a young man, and they hit it off or whatever. But we were actually in a committed relationship, and I found out that she cheated. She say that I was not giving her attention, showing her affection, but we were in a committed relationship. And in her defense, she went back to say something I did years ago when we were in high school. So I just feel like that wasn't an excuse.
Ms. Dunlap, did you cheat on Mr. Hilliard?
Yes, I did.
And what's your excuse?
I just feel like around that time it wasn't a relationship.
To you.
We said we was in a relationship, but it didn't feel like a relationship.
Why didn't it feel like a relationship?
We didn't communicate. We barely touched each other. We barely talked about like intimate stuff.
Well, how old were you? Because you guys are only 26 at this juncture.
24.
You were 24 years old. You had how many kids by that time?
3.
You had the 3 children.
Yeah.
Your Honor, she said I wasn't communicating, we wasn't showing affection. So this is our problem. She has a different perspective of a good relationship. She believes in the affection and the stuff that I think don't matter. I'm there to take care of her, provide for her and stuff like that. And she expected something from me that I never did in the beginning, so I didn't know why she made it a problem if she stayed with me for so long.
And he also cheated on me because in the beginning of our relationship, I had specific things of what I didn't want to do in the relationship.
Oh my God.
And he felt like if I didn't do it, somebody else will. So
can we be
got
specific?
somebody else to do it?
Yeah.
Oh my.
What did you get somebody else to do?
So I was used to having my life changed, like, and Stacy wasn't a life changer. I guess she felt like she was too cute for that.
Oral sex, basically.
Oh.
She felt like she was too cute.
Help a woman out over here, you know?
She felt like she was too cute to engage in that. And I'm like, that's what I'm used to. Like, you got to, if you want to ride this ride, you got to do certain stuff to get in. And she wasn't down with that. So it took for me to get that from someone else for her to partake in. But I must say I was 17 years old. I wasn't 26 like I am today. So if I was older, I would have did that a much different way, actually.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. But when you cheated, how did he find out?
He went through my phone and he saw messages that I forgot to delete.
Your Honor.
Mr. Hilliard, what do you think happened?
I was going doing a business venture, making money for our family, and I came back home and I noticed that it was something so off about her. I'm like, dang, you acting different. And this is what she did. She did reverse psychology. She said, you keep on acting like that towards me, you gonna make me wanna cheat on you or we just ain't gonna be together. I said, you cheated. I knew it right then and there. Yeah, like you cheated right then and there. And the day I came home, we actually planned to like have some bomb intercourse. Like I'm like, let's change lives. Like, and she was like,
planning the bomb intercourse.
Oh, I'm sorry, but she was down. But when I got home, nothing happened. So I knew then that she had cheated.
Something was up.
Yeah, I could tell.
Now, Ms. Dunlap, was that it? That was that one cheat, that one time?
No.
Same guy?
No.
Same reason?
Keep in mind, Your Honor, I'm dark-skinned, I got dreads, I got my own business, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm that guy. Why would you cheat on me? Like, that's just my personal opinion. Like, why would you cheat? Okay. And I feel like, no, I really feel like I bring too much to the table for her to do that. So I'm like, if me not showing affection is that serious to you to where you risking our business, how we raise our kids and everything.
Your entire life together.
Yes, it's everything. Like, we have 8 years invested and you cheating with these lowlives, these scum, pitiful people who are so irrelevant to your future. Like, I just didn't understand it.
Let me help you a little bit. You were just as wrong as you could be. You got 3 children. You're gonna walk out there and have sex with somebody else. You don't know where that other guy has been. You can't bringing something home to your man that's just tired and low class. I wasn't getting the affection that I needed. That's a conversation. That is a request. That is a planning of doing new things. That is not, I'm gonna get somebody else to give it to me. But let me explain this to you.
Yes.
Remember when you were 17 and you weren't getting that particular kind of sex? Remember that?
Yes.
Because you felt it was necessary for that to happen in the relationship?
Yes.
She feels affection is necessary to happen in the relationship. Consequently, you got to show up with some.
Yes.
You see?
Yes,
doesn't make you a bad guy, but you got to show up and do things that she wants to do that's not really you in order to have a union.
Right, okay.
Same reasoning. You with me?
Yes, ma'am. I feel like me and Stacy, we have, so she's a model, I'm her manager. We have a bakery business, she's the baker. I do the promotions and marketing and stuff like that. We have something so good. I really don't, want to just say, forget it all, but I feel like we have so many issues. And sometimes I feel like Stacy doesn't even like me. I feel like she's sticking around because she know where we're headed, so to speak. Like she's afraid to start over. That's what I feel honestly.
I want to talk about that. That's very important. Ms. Dunlap, I'm going to talk to you.
I always clean the dishes and clean the kitchen. He saw a dish that had a stain on it, and he would literally take and look at every dish in the cabinet and determine if they're clean enough and start throwing dishes in the sink. And I'm like, that's just too much.
Hillard, did that happen? Now, Mr. Hillard said something very deep, Ms. Dunlap, and I really want you to talk to me about this. He says he feels like you really don't even care about him because your lives are so intertwined, you simply don't want to unravel it. That's why he wants to go.
No. I feel like our issue is that he is a control freak and he's bossy. And I feel like, yeah, you come up with a lot of the decisions, but I need to be included.
Well, give me an example of some of the things that he does that you find controlling.
Okay, I was cleaning the dishes. I always clean the dishes and clean the kitchen. And he saw a dish that had a stain on it.
Was it a stain?
Stop.
I wear glasses, but I don't have my glasses because they broke and I never went to get any more. So it's possible that I didn't see the stain. He acts as if I'm purposely not cleaning dishes right, saw the dish, threw it in the sink and started yelling and talking about how I'm just messy and I don't know how to do stuff. And he would literally take and look at every dish in the sink or every dish in the cabinet and determine if they're clean enough and start throwing dishes in the sink. And I'm like, that's just too much.
Did that happen?
Let me elaborate.
All the time.
You see how she told you I wear glasses, but I haven't went to get them. That's where her lack of communication comes in at. I handle like the event planning and stuff that we have to do for the family. We all have set roles. It's nothing. I would schedule her appointment. She could schedule it herself. She never calls to schedule this appointment. We have a bakery business. We have kids we take care of, photography, modeling, so much stuff. Why would you not take care of your vision?
You're coming across as a rigid perfectionist that feels that even the smallest, the most minor error is worthy of some grand display. You don't have any sense of proportion in your response to people messing up, because people mess up all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? And let me tell you what happens to a person who lives with another person who is always target practice on her errors. They become smaller. They become whittled away because they know whatever small thing they do wrong is a big problem for you. And then you're gonna go into the greatness of the business and all this, that, and stuff. Why would you not take care of this? Because there's a spot on the plate. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's hard to live under that kind of pressure because your response is not appropriate. Little things can be glossed over.
A lot of the stuff that I do as far as like the cleaning and the complaining with the bakery and anything, he's not doing it. So he don't have a chance to mess up. So it's like,
You're
I
doing
don't
all
have
the work so he can't make the mistake.
I don't have a chance to say you didn't do that right or you didn't do that right. So it's like, I don't feel like you don't make mistakes. You make a lot of mistakes, just like me.
Okay, I think I know what you need from him in order to survive and continue. So we're gonna work on that.
Okay. I feel like I'm a worker and he's the boss. He's the manager. I feel like we're not a team. I'm just the employee he hired. That's how I feel when we're working together.
Do you feel that at home and at work? Mr. Hillard, you say she doesn't have the go-get-em and the energy or making the mistakes and stuff. Give me some examples of the things that you're concerned about. I see you got cookies over there.
Yeah.
Do you have issues about the way she bakes?
No, she does that great.
Are they good?
Oh yeah, you gonna fall in love.
Is there any chocolate in there?
Yes, I bought you some chocolate.
Give me some chocolate.
I bought you some chocolate. Hey, I bought you some chocolate.
I'm listening to you, Mr. Hillard. Go ahead.
She gonna see chocolate. She know. So this is my thing. Stacy doesn't speak up. Stacy feels like she wants this, she wants that, she wants to be heard, she wants to do stuff more her way. But you have to be the voice. You got to be the voice for your situation. I can't read your mind. I'm not interested in reading your mind. I'm not skilled in that area. She literally, she just sit back and just. So we did a photo shoot. I'm like, so do you like this? I don't want to show my skin. Show it. It's beautiful skin. Embrace it. Flaws and all. Show it. And if you don't want to, incorporate another type of photo shoot you want to do. With the bakery, if you don't like something that I said to you, tell me why you're doing it a certain way. But remember, it is my business at the end of the day, so I need to be able to understand where you're going with what you're doing. That's how we pay our bills. It has to be perfect.
It is your business at the end of the day?
When I say that, it's our business. It's 50-50, but...
He feels like he has to be the boss of the business, and he has to have the final say in everything.
Mr. Hillard, let me ask you a question, and I want you to take a breath. Do you make it easy for her to tell you things? You say she doesn't speak up.
I feel like I'm very inviting.
See, there's one of your problems right there.
Exactly.
I'm a judge. Got a robe on. I can split your business up, give it all to her. I got a guy over there. Shoot you. You never really understand what somebody's telling you because in order to interrupt somebody in the middle of their sentence, you have to be thinking about what you want to say at the beginning of that sentence. So you never heard a thing.
I'm sorry.
All right?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Hillard, you're sweating over there. Are you under a little pressure?
Yes.
Am I making you sweat?
You changed my life.
Making you a little nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just, Ms. Dunlap, I believe that you don't feel like you have a voice.
No.
I feel like you have needs and wants and desires that you're unable to express. Because every time you speak up, he interrupts as well.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna give you some time. Say something to him you think he needs to hear.
I feel like you need to listen. You need to allow me to speak and allow me to have my own opinion. You need to allow me to incorporate myself without thinking for me or without telling me that my opinion don't matter or it don't sound right. You need to listen. You need to stop being so arrogant and controlling and let me feel like I'm an adult and have some initiative.
Well, what do you feel like now? How do you feel when you're with him, when you're working with him?
I feel like I'm a worker and he's the boss. He's the manager. I feel like we're not a team. I'm just the employee he hired. That's how I feel when we're working together.
Do you feel that at home and at work?
Yes.
What did you just say?
I stopped myself, but I said it's not like that. It's not like that, Your Honor.
It is like that. You know why? Because she was telling you how she felt, and you just said you don't feel that way. Do you see what I'm saying? You said how you feel is wrong. That's your problem right there.
Well,
I'm gonna keep leaning on you till we get somewhere with it. Mr. Hillard?
Yes.
A man is not a man simply because he can bring home the bacon or assist his wife in bringing home the bacon. A man is a man when the woman that he picks feels loved, honored, and cherished, and your wife does not. And you need to add her comfort, her security, her self-esteem on the list of things you are obligated to provide. And until you can provide those things, never think that you've got it all together.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
I wrote something actually.
Now you said what did you write? Mr. Hick, you're dying to read it to me, so go ahead.
I actually I have something to say to you. Gotta put my spectacles on.
All righty.
So, Stacy, I honestly feel like it's time we both grew up. All of these years, we still have not grown apart. You cheated, I cheated. You're crazy, and I'm crazy. You're mad in love with me, I know you are. You don't always show it, but it has to be there. At least I want it to be. I'm always and forever in love with you. No matter how mean I become or how I may hurt you, please don't ever give up on me. I know you say I'm controlling, but really I just want the best for you. You walked into my life, and I felt you needed me, and I never wanted to let you down. Shame on me for calling you names and breaking you down in my mad times. You are truly amazing. Your smile lights up a room. Your intelligence is very interesting. But I love you, and I'm ready to just grow up and put our petty differences aside. I want our kids to see us grow and be proud of what we're doing. I want them to see us make each other smile. Please say you will grow with me and be a better person for yourself, me, and the kids. And I'll do the same. We ain't been together 8 years for nothing.
No. I am no longer mad at you.
Hey.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Yes.
Everything you said in there was amorphous. There were no hard targets. And I need you to hit a few hard targets. And you must change the way you conduct your business with your wife. It's like you got a beautiful Maserati, and when the thing acts up, because you know how Maseratis are, you go out there and hit it with a sledgehammer. You can't fix a Maserati with a sledgehammer. And you have got to say, I, as a man, can never do or say certain things to my wife.
Yes.
I, as a man, cannot feel good if she doesn't feel good. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, I do.
You really need to switch it up. You with me?
Yes, I
I'm
am.
gonna have you see a counselor when you leave here.
Okay.
Because you need to get started.
I'm down.
And don't get weak, don't get sad, don't get tired, don't get angry, but don't lose your sense of self. You lean into it, say, hey. And don't interrupt her anymore. And don't tell her the way she feels isn't right.
Okay.
Because no such thing. You got me?
Yes.
So we're ending where I want to be, which is you vowing to change and you standing up for yourself. So we're not going to deal with any messy business valuations and try to break everything up. What we're going to try to do is keep this thing together. You hear me? Okay? There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.